going on, y'all? This is Jihad Ward, Indianapolis Colt, defensive end.
You had to overcome a lot. So I was just wondering, what was it like to grow up in Philly, kind of the experiences that you had? I know you had to deal with, being a single parent household, gun violence, things like that. What was it like growing up in Philly?
Growing up in Philly, I grew up I grew up in that, so just like everything is regular. You know what I mean? I'm used to seeing crime, used to seeing violence and all the dangerous stuff that's going on in Philly. So, people think it's crazy, in the hood, but it's regular to me. So, you just gotta watch your body, and learn how to, hold your hands and give respect in the neighborhood. You do what you gotta do. And we all know you do bad stuff, you know the results, and you wanna be a leader and do what you gotta do, you'll make it out the hood. So I had to choose those two, and I just chose to do what I gotta do. But Philadelphia, I thank Philadelphia for, the environment that I was at. I'm pretty sure, I'm unbeatable because I'm cut different. I'm cut different from cut.
Was there any particular moment that kind of like made you who you are, who you became, whether that was just a learning experience or was there anything that really resonated with you in terms of maybe something that you still kind of hold to this day that's like a motivational factor or just, it really impacted you?
Just Philly. I just feel like, everybody come from the hood, everybody come from the ghetto, you know what I mean? But for me, I just feel like Philly is just cut different, you know what I mean? Now people know that too when they hit the city. You got a lot of guys that's in the NFL and a lot of guys, even college scouting reports, NFL scouting reports, they know what, everybody know how Philly is, so we cut different, and this is facts too, so.
And my understanding is you were somewhat of a late bloomer to football?
A late bloomer?
Oh, sorry, you started to play kind of later than maybe some people would?
Yeah, I was, when I was young, I was more of a basketball dude. You know what I mean? I was basketball. But, it was either choose, because you get taller, you got to have crazy handle. I mean, my handle game wasn't really like that. I like to take it to the rack, but you got to have some crisp ball handles and stuff. I ain't had that stuff. So as I went to high school, it was either basketball or football. So I was getting more letters from football, and I was big. I played football when I was young, but I really wasn't playing it serious because I was in my neighborhood in the hood playing ball all day. I didn't take football serious though. I loved the game, but most likely when you around your friends in the hood, it's like they playing basketball. You barely see people on the football field, especially it's hot outside. It's hot outside and everybody playing basketball on the court.
Yeah, do you think there's a thing about kind of the Northeast a little bit, where like you see, a lot of more football players come out of, California, Texas.
Yeah.
I guess is it more of a challenge in the Northeast, kind of between
a challenge,
New York, Phillies, and things like that.
I mean, it's football players everywhere, but like down south, Miami, like you got they breed football down there.
Mm-hmm.
You go on the East Coast, it's basketball. West Coast, it's both. You know what I mean? But down south, you couldn't tell, like, if you don't bring, like, down south, it was more football. It was more football. New York is nothing but basketball players down there, you know what I'm saying? So I would say, we in the football and basketball, you know what I'm saying? But down south is football, so.
For sure. And just take me back, so you ended up having to go to the JUCO route,
Mm-hmm.
which was, my understanding as well, a mission in itself, you're living in Staten Island and you're commuting to Manhattan, living in a different city as well, even though Philly's, not too far away. What was that experience like? Was that, because I was reading some interesting stuff, like you got to go without meals some days, you had to commute 3 hours to get there, and you weren't sure how you're going to pay, and you got to figure out, even the guys got to figure out how you're getting home, right? So what was Was that kind of maybe the most challenging part of your life, maybe?
Nah,
No.
nah. I'll tell you like this. Like I said from earlier, like Philly is just cut different. I've been through way worse situations than that. Not to brag about that, but if you really want something, you really believe, it don't matter how, you know what I mean, you gonna go get it. So all that traveling 3 hours, all that food and stuff, not having food, missing meals, mom couldn't take care of me. Mom was about to get locked up for welfare fraud. Cause you know when you leave that house, you gotta do jury duty. You know what I mean? So they knew I was a college student. And you know my mom was about to get locked up for welfare fraud. Nobody has not know that. You know what I mean? So as I, you know what I mean, keep the conversation about my JUCO life, I was just like, man, I'm gonna get it regardless. I'm pretty sure everybody know about my story back in the day, me traveling and stuff like that, but I wouldn't say that wasn't the hardest part of my life. You know what I mean? And plus, everybody was doing it. It wasn't just me. So it's just like, do I fold? Do I walk away from this situation? Do I quit? Because everybody else is doing it. You know what I mean? So
It was survival, right? And then as well, I guess what you're saying too is you already experienced the biggest challenges. So like, hey, of course I'm going to do this. You know, of course, like this is nothing, right?
mm-hmm. That's
So,
not.
And then, so 2 years of that? 2 years of just grinding.
Yeah, man, I wasn't eligible coming out of high school. I start really taking football serious ninth grade. You know what I mean? Because remember I told you back, I was just, you know what I mean, just going with the flow of things because I really love the sport. But I started taking it serious ninth grade. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, they had me a wide receiver and then safety. At the time, I kept getting big. They bumped me up to tight end. You know what I'm saying? I get the whole Philadelphia know about this. So, but yeah, I wasn't eligible coming out of high school. I barely went to school. Like I used to cut class every time. Like, you know what I mean? I was just like, man, school wasn't, you know, because at the end of the day, these teachers didn't care, so I didn't take it serious. But at the end of the day, I was just like, man, you got to get your grades up. You know what I mean? That's why I tell these young kids every day, you got to get your grades up every time. So that's most important. You know what I mean?
Particularly for football, right? Because you got to play, 3 to 4 years. Right?
Yeah.
Make it in school, right?
Yeah, some of the Philly guys, they was eligible, some wasn't. And here's the thing, I ain't want to be in Philly. You know what I mean? I love my city to death. I'm a Philly guy. When people see me, Philly, that's the Philly boy right there. But it's like, it's too much stuff going on. It's too much shit going on in Philly. It's too much. So I was just focused and wanted to chase my dream.
And so eventually Illinois discovers you, right? How did was there any moments where you weren't sure if you were going to get to the next level, or if you were going to get to that D1, your dreams? How did Illinois end up finding you? How did you guys end up?
At first, I knew I was going to go to the league. I knew I was going to go to the league. Like, I'm not even, like, if you doubt yourself, you ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? The moment you keep having negativity and all that stuff, that's what I'm saying. I'm born with negativity. So I like negativity. You feel what I'm saying? People, you know what I mean? It's nothing but, I've been around negativity all my life. You know what I mean? So I'm used to it, and I'm going to keep fighting it because I love it. I love the hate. I love when people hate on me. I love all the negativity that floats around me. I feed off that because I'm cut different. I'm a Philly guy, man. And this ain't just me. This all the Philly guys out there. You know, you got the Morris twins, Deion Waiters, Jalen Strong, Will Parks, Darryl Worley. This is us. We the Philly boys. So, you know.
City of Fighters too, right? Lots
yeah, most hey, man. We the champions to this. It ain't just about, you know, it's about we kings at the end of the day. You know what I mean? We gonna go through this. You know what I mean? We go through hard times, but one thing for sure, we gonna be all right. We gonna be straight.
For sure. So you get on campus at Illinois. You're doing your thing. I believe in the first year, they realize, hey, this kid's special. You know, we got to start this guy. And I believe by the fourth game you started.
This what happened when I was in JUCO. The credits wasn't getting accepted. I had all these SEC teams, I had college teams and stuff like that. But my credits wasn't getting accepted. I was going to be a freshman in school and a junior on the field. And I ain't starting school over again. I said, no. I was like, Bill Cubitt, University of Illinois. I told him, I said, listen, because he a Philly guy as well. I told him, I said, I don't care what you guys do. And I told this to West Virginia too. I don't care what you guys do. As long as my credits get accepted. I didn't care what school. Because I knew I was going to go to the league from the start. I knew that. No question in my mind. All this hard work I did with this JUCO stuff, like, something got to give.
Couldn't have been for nothing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when I found out my credit wasn't accepted, I was pissed off because I did all this stuff for 2 years. But everybody was transferring. Everybody was leaving. I stayed. I was the only one that stayed there. And, you know, me traveling, I started working. I had a little money in my pocket. It was kind of tough for me, but, you know, I did what I had to do. But I just told schools, if you wasn't accepting most of my credits, then I'm not going to you. Tennessee, Washington. I wasn't going.
So you were getting heavy offers and looks, but you know, it was
most definitely. I was getting a lot of looks, but it comes down to it. When I heard that bad news, I was just like, I don't care, because, you know, for one, I'm not financially stable. I gotta eat. 2, transportation, like, and then, you know, when I got a full scholarship to the University of Illinois, all my JUCO loans that I had to pay, I saved money. I'm a big saver. I love to save money. I just pay my loans back. So it's just, I don't really spend stuff that melt. So it was just good for me.
For sure. And obviously, you know, you impressed at Illinois. Got invited to the Senior Bowl. Did your thing at the Senior Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Became a second round pick. Was there, I guess, at what point, kind of at Illinois, or during that whole, you know, kind of pre-draft process, did you realize that, like, hey, I'm not only going to the league, like, you know, I got a chance to be a, you know, top draft pick here?
Yeah, I mean, I don't let all the good stuff, like, new stuff don't excite me like that, you know what I mean? Because I know Mike Fair, one of my guys, man, he coached at the Indianapolis Colts. You know, I respect him so much because he always tell me to stay uncomfortable. Because that was the only mindset that I had since he know I'm a Philly guy, but I always stay uncomfortable. I just have so much hunger in me. It's just like, yeah, I achieved this. Like, I went D1. I went to the league. All this stuff is just coming my way, but there's still more. When did this stuff stop? It's never going to stop. So that's the type of mindset. Until this day, I have this mindset till this day. I can win the Indianapolis Colts can go to the Super Bowl like this year. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, new stuff don't excite me. I need to get another one. You know what I mean? It's like you make that first $100. I want 200. I want 5. Then you want that stack. It keeps going. I want more. I'm greedy. I want more. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, okay, I got this. Now, most of the times people fall off because they got what they wanted, and it's like, this is all I needed. No, you want more than that. Don't sit here and act like you don't want more than that. You know, I'm pretty sure all them draft picks, when they got their first meal, oh, I'm set for life. No, they not. You want more. So that's the type of mindset I had.
And is that the Philly mind state? Just you know, not accepting the current circumstances of hey, and just, or I guess where did you develop that mind state that, you know, it's gonna get better, or I'm gonna work for this?
I mean, I had that mindset. You know what I mean? It's just crazy because
a lot of people quit. A lot of people fold under the pressure.
Yeah, they fold. A lot of people fold because some people around, you can't let people make you fold. That was the only mindset too. You know, you gotta get your mom out the hood, and also it's like, I refuse to let somebody tell me like, damn man, like somebody sitting next to me watching TV be like, yo, that could be you right there, man, but you fell off. You know what I mean? I refuse to let no hater come to me talking about some, damn man, you had what it took. You know what I mean? But you didn't. Sitting next to me talking all this negativity. I proved everybody wrong about that. So I was just blessed enough to go to the league. So I was just happy, man. Like I said, hard times make me smile. So.
For sure. What was that call like? That draft call?
Oh man, listen. Did you see? Man, I was crying, like literally crying. I was ugly too, but I'm telling you, yo, man, I swear, man, that was one of the best times of my life, and it still is. Though I still feel that feeling. It was a good feeling, because I ain't never been excited like that, like in a minute. All the stuff, like I said, all the stuff that I've been through, you know what I mean? I was holding everything in. Now, when it's like a tea kettle, when you hold stuff in, and it's just like, I'm waiting for the right time for my excitement. That cry and all that stuff, I was holding it in all my life. So it's just a good feeling. It's like, I feel like a new man, you know what I'm saying? And I still feel like a new man to this day because I'm getting better. I'm loving the person I'm turning into. So it's just all good vibes.
It's awesome. You play at like what, 290? 290 they list you?
290.
And you're 6'5", right? 6'5".
6'5", yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you hold 290, 300 more better than I've seen kind of any athlete hold that kind of weight and just like you look like you're like 230, too good.
That's what everybody be saying though.
You're a flexible guy on the line. You can play inside, you can play outside. What have you learned from your NFL experience? Obviously, whatever happened with the Raiders, it didn't work out from their perspective.
Mm-hmm.
But kind of what have you learned from that situation and just being having multiple years of experience under your belt now?
Having multiple years, what's the average, like 3 years? 3 years in the league, you know what I mean? I just passed that step. Now it's just really all about getting healthy and stuff like that. Like you said, I'm flexible and stuff like that. I look like I'm 230, but I'm really almost 300 pounds. I just get in the water, man. Like the water, I love swimming. I was always a swimming dude. I was on a swimming team when I was young. Like I do all my drills in the water. The weight, they can only do so much with that water. That's why people always say, yo, man, you quick. So my past injury, I ain't do nothing quick. I went in that water. And I feel like it helps you mentally and physically. You know what I mean? It's protecting you. It's just like a healing process. You know what I mean? So I just get in the water, man.
For sure. And how has your rehabilitation been? From your injury this past season. And has that been? From our conversations, I realize how mentally tough you are. So I'm sure it's just kind of another motivational thing for you.
Oh yeah, like I said, hard times make me smile. You know what I mean? I'm born with it. I'm born with all this stuff. So it's adapted to me now. All the tough times, because I know for a fact these tough times gonna turn into good. So I was just, it's regular to me. You can ask anybody that know me, any hard times that come my way, I smile. I always smile though. So it's just like, and I'm not hurt inside either. I'm gonna fix this. So, pretty sure about my recent injury. You know what I mean, with 2 torn MCLs and a broken ankle, all in one play. I was like, man, I was smiling in pain. I was like, yo. And it's crazy because Malik Hooker, he's like, get up, Hottie, man, you playing, man, you smiling. I said, I'm done. Who gonna tell you they done on the field? So, with that being said, I'm like, man, I got rolled up. It was gang tackling, and I said, get the cart, and that was it. Yeah, I said, I heard all these cracks in my body, so I was just like, yo, I'm done. He's like, what? I said, I'm done. I said, I'm done. Malik and it was like, come on, man, you playing, you smiling right now. I told Malik, I said, what the, yo, who says I'm done on the field? He's like, dang, because my foot was hanging like, yeah, he done. Yo, come get it. So it was just like, I got rehab coming back strong, so everything is good now. So.
Do you feel like you found a real home with the Colts? Because I personally, I was shocked that the Cowboys, didn't keep you. I think they tried to maybe try to sneak you to the practice squad. I don't know what their intentions were, but I think you could have, greatly benefited that line.
I'm glad you said that. I'm really because that's why I'm always excited. You know what I mean? Because this game, I'm pretty sure you heard about this business taking over football and all this stuff like that. I don't worry about who's upstairs evaluating me or whatever they got going on upstairs. I can care less. I only care about my players and my teammates and my brothers. You know what I mean? You rock out with me, I'm going to rock out with you. You grind for me, you got my back, I'm definitely going to have yours. So that's why everybody has so much excitement when I come around, because I don't worry about the business side. The business side make this football stuff scary. Everybody, get your money on. Everybody here for a check. You got to love this game. You love the game, it's going to love you back. I'm not going to sit here and be like, man, I got to get this, tackles, this, and that, third, just get these type of millions. I'm going to get it regardless because I love the game so much. So back then with the Cowboys, whatever they did, even with the Raiders, when I was a Raider, thank you for the opportunity. For real. I don't got no hatred on the Raiders. I don't have no hatred on the Cowboys. I'm a Philly guy.
You still live in Texas?
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's like everybody was hitting my phone. They're like, man, you're a goddamn Cowboy, man. This is crazy, man. And Jason Gary, man, I don't, because I know for a fact, it's all about availability in the league. You know what I mean? So I'm not available. I know other teams is going to pick me up. This team don't get me, okay. Cowboys might get me back, or the Raiders might get me back. It's a job, man. It's a job. It's all about availability. That's why I got to be versatile. I got to learn this defensive end spot. I got to learn this 3-tackle. I got to learn this nose. They had me moving all the way around. And that's why people always say I'm so versatile, because I love the game so much. Everything is the same, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I just want to say thank them guys for the opportunity, because I don't care about what's going on in that office. I care about what's going on in this field, because the more I worry about this up there, my life sucks. I want to live, so.
It's a really, really good mind state. As well, it seemed like, in a short period of time, you really established, relationships with, with players that you were, you bonded with guys in a very short period of time. Like the respect levels were there, with your teammates, and so it seems like you have that as well. You got voted, what was it, captain in the first year of Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like you have those traits that kind of connect. You connect with people. You connect with your players. Your team.
That was my problem back in the day. I needed tools. Trust issues was a problem with me because, back in the day, I have certain family members or certain people that supported me. It's like, I'm from Philly, so it's like I'm barely out of the city. I don't know this guy, or I don't know this person, this and that. You know what I mean? Like, if I don't know you, I ain't gonna say nothing to you. Like, where we're at, you know what I mean? I'll probably like, yo, who this? Like, I don't know him. So, but, even with coaches and stuff, they know I walk around. Some people, be acting like they don't be wanting to talk to me. You know what I mean? But that was my part. I need to communicate better. So, get a little therapy, communicate. You know what I mean? Just talk, just interact with people. So just like that was one of my problems back in the day. Because you'll ask any coach, if he don't know you, if he don't trust you, he ain't gonna say nothing to you. And I interact with people very well. Everybody, like I said, man, I'm a Philly guy. I'm just cut different. And all these Philly guys know this. If this joint come up right now, they be like, yeah, he know what he talking about. So
let me transition to some fun questions. With you being a Philly guy as well, obviously you gave Nick Foles the smoke, and
Nah.
who is now a Philly legend in his own right.
Shout out to Foles, man, for real.
And you told me about the Carson Wentz one as well that got called back. So
Yeah,
what is it? What was it like playing your hometown team? Obviously, you grew up an Eagles fan.
Well, first, me and Wentz went to the Senior Bowl, and we was next door.
Right. Dak Prescott as well. Same.
Dak too,
Yep.
and that's how we had relationships. You know what I mean? They doing what they got to do, and me and Wentz was next door neighbors in the hotel and stuff like that. I fell back. I didn't play at the game because I was hurt at the time. So long story short, I said, lucky I was going to get your ass. You know what I mean? I was going to sack you, you know what I mean, at the Senior Bowl. And then I sacked him again but got called back. I told him, I said, you lucky. You see what I'm saying? I said, I'm going to sack you for real. You know what I mean? Dak Prescott, we had just good relationships with each other. But back home, every time when I get a sack in Philly, I get excited. I played in Philadelphia, all public, all Catholic, all-star game. It just feel like home. You know what I mean? So every time, last time I played home, Indianapolis Colt, it was the Raiders, it was Christmas. That first time when I played Philly, I was very excited. Very excited. That joint was nice. It was the real deal. I almost dropped a tear, boy, for real. But it was just good memories. Ain't no place like home, man. I ain't never turning back to my city. I love my city to death. So when you really go home, it's a good. You see your head coach from high school. You see your teammates that you went up against. You know what I mean? So it's just a good feeling. It's just a good feeling.
And so growing up an Eagles fan as well, McNabb, Owens era. I'm sure that was kind of your era as a kid, right? The McNabb was there.
Mm-hmm.
So so Donovan had his interview with TMZ a couple of days ago. Basically, was saying how he should be a Hall of Famer more or less, and he said statistically true. He said he's in you could be unbiased here too as a Cowboy guy and an Eagles guy or a Philly guy. And he said he had better numbers than Troy Aikman statistically. So growing up watching him, do you feel like he was a Hall of Fame player as well?
Man, is that a trick question? I mean, I feel like yeah. Who not gonna say that, man? I mean, I don't really go with he say, she say stuff, but come on, man. Like, I'm not turning down no. That's McNabb, bro. That's McNabb. Come on. No, he a Hall of Famer in my eyes. I ain't saying nothing else, but McNabb a Hall of Famer.
Do you feel like the media or like fans put too much stock in he doesn't have Super Bowl rings, like where it's a team game. It takes a lot to win, doesn't it? It takes 55 guys.
Yeah, man. It's all like I said. When you're in the business side of things, everything is just it's more selfish. You know what I mean? I try not to prevent all that stuff. You get a team. You know what I mean? You win games. You get nice things. So I don't be bragging about the selfish. I'm not selfish. I'm a team player. So when it comes to all that media stuff with fans and stuff, I don't pay that stuff no mind. So I'm a team player. All of us got to eat. All of us. You know what I mean? For real, man.
For sure.
Like say for instance, you in the playoffs, right? You don't get them playoff checks. You know what I mean? That stuff stop. You know what I mean? You can have all the millions. Yeah. You want that extra bonus money? Why not? So.
For sure. And you had the pleasure of going up against some pretty stout offensive linemen.
Man.
Tell me about. I want to hear something about Quentin Nelson because I feel like watching him, this guy's the best, maybe already the best offensive lineman in football. I would love to hear some of your thoughts on him going up against him in practice, things like that. And also, what was it like going up against the Cowboys line, kind of the legends on that line?
It was good, man. Like going up, I'm gonna go with the Cowboys first. Them guys bring it. They ain't gonna fold. They gonna bring it to you. And the center and Zach Martin, all them guys, they hold it down. They hold that. Tyrone Smith, them guys hold it down, man. for real. Like, I don't really know them like that, but I'm pretty sure when I first got there, and you know, I used to, you know what I mean, me and Zach Martin used to go there every time, you know, during the training camp and stuff like that. He used to come to me every time and be like, yo, like, you so quick, like, this and the third. Like, he teach me, I teach him, you know what I mean? That goes to all the O-line. We learn from each other. But Quentin, boy, you know what I mean? That dude, he just bring it. He don't really say much.
He's cut different as well?
Yeah, he cut different. The reason why y'all saying it because he really don't talk like that,
Yeah.
and you know what I mean. He a young boy. You know what I mean. He young. You know what I'm saying. He was a rookie last year, so he's still learning his way. I feel like he coming out of his shell. Not a lot. He coming out a little tiny bit. You know what I'm saying. But the sky's the limit with that dude, and you know we practice all the time. He also said I'll be quick too. You know what I mean. I'm very shifty, so he was just like, Jihad, how you? What kind of moves you be bringing, this and that there? I'm like, hey man, listen, I can do all this. I can do spin moves and look at my hips. You know what I mean? D linemen can do all this stuff all they want. The hips ain't going nowhere. So it's just like, once he figured that out, that's when, you know, he come the real deal. That boy Q, man, he a beast, man. Keep trying to tell people that. People just thinking that he just, you know, he was a rookie. Like, oh, this the fish. He ain't no fish over here, for real. And it's not even just him either. It ain't just him. The whole old lineman. And thing about it is, they all young and they all babies. They young, so they ain't old. They healthy, so.
Even the Raiders line when you were there was.
Yeah, when I was there, you know, my first went there my rookie year. Me and Kalichi, KO, we had a scrap. You know, you know what I mean?
Training camp or?
No, it was
Practice.
OTAs. When I first came in there, like I said, I ain't say much. Cause KO was trying to make a name for himself. He came from the Ravens, so he's doing there. Me, Bruce Irvin, Khalil Mack, Mario Everett, and all that stuff. And KO was just doing the most. His name KO for a reason. He was out there snapping on everybody, like literally. Bruce is in there like, yo, what you doing? This and that, third. Everybody wanted to fight KO when he first came in the league. And you know me, I'm keeping it quiet. Me and him, we was rumbling, we was fighting, and Donald Penn jumped in it, and everybody, the whole line, the defensive line came, Reggie Nelson and stuff like that, and Jack Del Rio was just in there like, this shit crazy. He was in there like, man, this shit crazy. So after we tussled, you know, KO, he big as hell. So it's like, I gotta really lift this guy up. Like, he big. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, it's gonna be a handful. But, you know, after that, we shook hands. Del Rio took KO to the side. He brought me to the side. We shook hands, and we went back. We got back together, you know what I mean? And I still talk to KO to this day. That dude's a beast too. So, but that whole old lineman, they was the real deal. You got Rodney and all them stuff.
Dogs.
And Derek Carr was holding it down.
Yep.
But you know, the business side came to it. Everybody got traded. Some people got cut. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you're in this league, you got to catch moments. You know what I mean? It's going to be teams where you're going to have bad teams. It's going to be good teams. And the only thing you can do is just have a good time. And that's why I said to you earlier, I don't care about this business side. This business side make football stuff boring.
For sure.
The more you worry about the business side up there, you ain't living in the football. And that's why when I realized that, I was happy as hell tonight. I really had to learn that.
You know, I kind of forgot, like, hey, you were playing with Khalil Mack as well. Like, what was that like? Just kind of being around him and.
That's Khalil. It's Khalil. That's what I'm saying. Like, he really don't say much either. You know what I mean?
I've gathered that, but it's unbelievable, just his dominance as well. You know? Yeah, man, we go way back. All of us, me, Bruce Irvin, all of us. We just, you know, I miss them guys. We did what we had to do. You know what I mean? Stuff came up with the Raiders. It's crazy. We all got traded. We all left. We all left. I was like, damn. I looked at that joint. I was in there. They letting everybody go. I'm like, yo, man, Gruden on some shit. I ain't know what was going on. Khalil got the bag secured though with the Bears. That was.
He better. I mean, I don't know about their situation. I ain't going to talk about
Yeah.
Khalil's situation
Yeah.
because everybody could be like, what really happened? Nah, that's between
For sure.
them.
For sure.
So,
For sure. You think he's the best pass rusher of our generation, at least, if not
in our generation,
if not even more generations?
are you talking about that position or are you talking about D-line period?
D-line period.
I feel like he's up there, like top 5.
All time or just right now?
All time?
All time?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Aaron McDonald, I can go. You know what I mean? It's plenty of D linemen that y'all probably be sleeping on. And thing about it is though, like they don't feel loose by certain teams that they're in. See, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Because certain players, that's what I'm saying. Certain players can use their talent and they in bad teams. Because these coaches be coaching some bull crap sometimes. And the GM and other people, what can we do to make this player go? What can we do this? Adjust to him. Y'all making this player adjust to this coach. These coaches be like, well, I want it my way. This and then the third. If you don't like it, we're gonna cut you. Okay, cool. So you just wasted all this bread for this what this guy's capable of, and you do not want to make this dude loose.
Yeah.
So.
From an outsider point of view, that's something I never truly understood as far as, hey, okay, we have this scheme, but we have this talent. Why can't we adapt? Why can't we, find a way? A football player is a football player.
Like for instance, I was a 4-3 D line at University of Illinois. Everybody knew I played 4-3. Mm-hmm. I went to the Raiders, played 3-4. What scheme is going to really get me explosive like that? And plus, I played 4 technique. I never played 4 technique a day in my life. I learned it. I was athletic to do it, you know what I'm saying? But it really wasn't really getting that par with me, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure everybody know this. So it's just like, and then when I was getting coached up there, I really wasn't learning nothing. I went to the Cowboys, got loose. I felt free. Even though they cut me, I still felt like I was me back in Illinois when everybody knew I was capable of, all the talent that I have. You know what I'm saying? So even when I was a Colt, 4-3, I get it, getting off the ball, getting vertical set edges and stuff like that. This is the stuff that's the inner stuff in football. Everybody want to know. Everybody talk about stats and all that stuff. What he got, all numbers and stuff. It's all about factors. It's all about stats too, but it's all about factors and what can we make this dude penetrate. You know what I mean? Get vertical. That's all we know is go. Them Cowboys, that's all, get off the ball. Ain't no such thing as play action pass. Get off the ball, go. And that's what I've been taught of. You know what I mean? Rob Marinelli. You know what I mean? 2012 Chicago Bears with the Julius Peppers and them. Got Henry. I came from that cloth. I've been taught with that mindset, so that's all I know, just getting vertical up the field. And there's no other technique you can teach me because that's all I know. So there you have it.
What do you do to kind of get away from the? What do you do to relax? What do you do off the field?
Off the field, I like to shoot around. I like to play ball with my guys and stuff like that. I can't ride dirt bikes, I can't ride no 4-wheelers and stuff like that,
Well, so some guys can't even play ball now, right?
Yeah, you can't.
Patrick Mahomes, they just said you could, because he went viral with the basketball, and then they're like, nah.
Shit, there's a video of me doing a reverse dunk back in my time, you know what I mean? But I understand where they're coming from, They spend millions of dollars in them, you know what I mean? But you ain't gonna sit here and be like, bro, if people want to play ball, you want to play ball, man. It's about having fun. I don't want to live in a strict world, and that's what Patrick, you know what I mean? That's what he did, you know what I mean? He wanted to shoot around. Ain't nobody really doing no full court, playing with people that you don't know. If you do play with people that you barely know, and that's stupid, you know what I mean? See, I tell you like this: if you want to shoot around and play ball, don't run the full court. Just be a little cherry picker and just shoot around. You know what I mean? Just take it to the rack. Don't try to, come up strong and jump and you mess up your knee. Just pass. And then a little cardio, run to the courts. Run to the courts. I think that's what every NFL player do though. They don't be really going hard at that. They probably do one move and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, but it's all about, them suicide, that's cardio right there. So just like,
workout, right?
but that's what I do. So even though we ain't supposed to do it, that's what we do. We don't be out here trying to be on some and one hot sauce type time. They be thinking that we doing that. Like
I'll be back to the Philly street days.
That's what I'm saying. No, we don't go on no concrete court. We just like to shoot around.
Chain messages.
Yeah. I like to swim, roller skating.
Roller skating.
I know I like roller skating for real. You gotta catch me in the moment. I like to roller skate off the field. I like to do all types of stuff, man. I don't party a lot. Like I don't be going out. If I do go out, it's really day events. I don't do night events. I'm pretty sure we all know how that stuff go. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I ain't trying to get arrested. Man, I'm cool, man.
For sure.
I've been there, done that. I'm cool.
Nothing good happens after midnight, right?
I'm a black man, so you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So
the last one for you is so what do you want to accomplish? Because to me you're living the life. You've tasted. You've already won. But you also you're not satisfied. So I'm just wondering, what more do you want to accomplish? What more do you need to accomplish to be happy?
I'm happy. I'm happy to to do this whole
Happy
journey, and I won some stuff, and I still got goals to reach. You know what I mean? It ain't over. It ain't over. Well, my mind said it ain't over till my heart stops. So it's just like I'm gonna keep going, as long as my family, include my friends, they're family to me. You know what I mean? I don't try to prove nobody wrong. I prove the people that support me, I'm gonna keep proving them right. And I'm just gonna keep doing my thing. You know what I mean? Till the wheels fall off. So that way, at the end of the day, I can say, when I hang up my jersey, I can say I lived. I didn't pretend, and that's what it's all about. So there you have it.